Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
And he can't hit the second. And for Brandon Jennings, he didn't play a whole lot while in Rome, but he stayed busy practicing and developing.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to diminish his stock that much, Kevin. You know, you go back to when he was drafted, he was the 10th pick by the Bucks back in '08.
Drummond with a screen on Singler. Singler against Jennings. Butler kicks to Jennings. Jennings with another miss.
Such a solid performance for them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
There's 1:47 left now here in the second. Out to the wing. Just his first attempt. And it's Drummond missing. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 19-5 run here. And Waiters kicks to Adams, expanding his range. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Outside Jackson kicks it to Jennings. Here's Monroe. Can't hit. Ibaka with some nice D.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful. Well, it's been said time and time again that this building is not only one of the loudest in the league, but it most approximates a college environment with the energy, and that's a huge help for the Thunder.
And it really is deafening talking about the volume of this OKC crowd when their team is rolling. Definitely has an impact on how they are able to win at home.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, the Thunder were able to dominate here last season. Clark 34 home wins, which tied them for most out west.
And that was one off the league best of 35 home wins by my favorite franchise in the NBA, the Indiana Pacers. No team has ever had an easy time coming in here and escaping with the win against this Thunder squad.
And Waiters kicks to Singler. Hands it from downtown. Singler's got 5 points in the quarter.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Jennings kicks to Monroe, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Singler. And Russell Westbrook has subbed in for Roberson. 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Waiters. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Pistons have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. And so he hits both.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
Westbrook dishes to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Meeks. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Oklahoma City out in front, running away with it. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Scott Brooks. And, Coach, what about your approach has given you this lead?
Well, we were aggressive. We attacked. We got to the basket. We passed. We defended. That's what we do.
Scott, thank you. All good things, guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Welcome back, everybody. 3rd quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a game for Waiters. He has 11 points and a steal. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's hard to find words to describe it.
The Pistons shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Reggie Jackson out there with Jennings. And it's Butler in at the 3. And that one's good. Drummond.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Here comes Westbrook. Brandon Jennings acquired in a sign and trade by the Pistons last season on a 3-year, $24 million contract.
Jennings probably expecting more in terms of the deal. But look, maybe it was a wake-up call for him. You know, he has not been part of a winning team yet. And generally speaking, you know, stats alone don't get you max contracts. Stats and wins are what do that, and that's what's next for Jennings.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Gentlemen, Kevin Durant, the reigning league MVP, and his coach can't say enough about him. Scott Brooks said, whatever you say nice, you can print it out, and I'll just say I said it, because it's true. He's as coachable as any player I've ever been around in this league, as a player and as a coach. Guys, Durant is simply a coach's dream.
He sets the tone with his work ethic and dedication to his teammates, Doris. Thanks.
And for Jennings, a quick, explosive athlete at the point. But you talk about how can he improve. He has the physical attributes to become a lockdown defender, but his focus at that end comes and goes. He's got to be more consistent in his focus at that end.
Drummond trying to get himself free. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Roberson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Roberson's got 12 in the game.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half. And the other aspect for Jennings, a streaky scorer to this point in his career. A little loose with his mechanics and shot selection, I think a part of it. I think improving his shooting percentages is an area where he needs to get better.
Westbrook passes to Durant. Ibaka with the screen on Butler. And Durant, here we go. Team hard off that pick and finish strong.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Jennings kicks to Monroe. Got it from 16 feet. 12 points for him.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Puts up the baby hook. Again, Oklahoma City.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Jennings dishes to Jackson. Butler kicks to Jennings. Back to Butler. Monroe left side. Pass to Jennings. 4 on the shot clock. That's tipped. Now the dish to Robertson. Launches the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This is a fantastic run to start this second half. One of the problems for the Pistons last year was they seemed to collapse late in games. We just found a lot of opportunities that went awry due to poor performances in the fourth quarter.
Drummond trying to get himself free. Monroe's shot is good. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Westbrook. Drummond with the block. Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Jennings. Monroe left side. Outside Jackson. Fires for 3. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
And Jackson, a good three-point shooter at Boston College. But it seems, Steve, he's still adjusting to the NBA three-point range.
Well, last year he shot about 3 of them per game, Kevin. Made a little more than a third of his attempts, so he needs to shoot a better percentage from the corners in particular. But, you know, as a ball handler, he's a good setup man, good assist man, really good all-around guard.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Pistons, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Monroe. Prince comes in for Caron Butler. And it's Jody Meeks in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Lamb, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lamb's got his first points in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Outside Jackson. Tolliver for 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Tolliver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Thunder have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Lets it fly. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's Jackson with the drive. From beyond the arc, another 3 for Detroit.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
And there's the pass to Lamb. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Prince with it. Jones covering. The open shot from Jackson. And the shot is long.
He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, Clark, that did not look good. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's nothing too serious.
Boy, you can't help but feel for him. I mean, one moment you're doing what you do best, and the next, the situation's really out of your hands. I really hope he's okay.
And the Pistons making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. First free throw is good.
Oklahoma City, for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced elite basketball team.